If you've ever had an addiction, the same way you feel when you're not feeding that addiction is how you're supposed to feel when you're not following your habits, when you're not following your routines. You feel what I'm saying? That's the same way you're supposed to feel. Why don't we feel that way? The reason why is because addiction, although it's not supposed to be this way, addiction is tied to euphoria. Everything that we're addicted to gives us euphoric feelings. Even if we can't acknowledge what the euphoria really is, off the other side of that, they've conditioned us and wired us to make sure that discipline was tied to trauma. So when you quote unquote, I'm being disciplined, you automatically have just that word alone, the imagery and the symbolism of that word has been associated with punishment. There is no euphoria in punishment, only trauma. So from there, everything that we feel, if we are habits that are not good to us, are habits that do not naturally generate euphoria, we do not consider them the way that they're supposed to be considered. You feel me? No pain, no gain. That is true. Shout out to Betty Wright. That is a true sentiment. No pain, no gain. However, no joy, no gain either. Pain just happens to rhyme, and joy and pain are opposite sides of the same coin. So if there's no pain, no gain, there equally could be no joy, no pain, no gain. Right? If you're not in the joyful space of what it is that you're doing on a regular basis, you're not going to want to do it. You feel what I'm saying? This is why habitually we can get wrapped up in playing video games and watching and binge watching TV and all of this other shit because that now triggers euphoria and we don't know. We're not privy to euphoria as much as we are trauma. You feel me? So now when we take this back to motherfucking pain, passion is when you tie all your feelings together. That's it. That's all passion is. You bringing all of the feelings that you have together to consolidate the balance of, okay, I'm willing to experience both, like this, whatever it is that I'm passionate about can elicit both joy and pain in me equally, and I will embrace it, right? And it's only that when you can be committed to it. You feel me? And from the commitment, you develop the discipline and the consistency with it. You feel me? And I'm going to use both sides of the spectrum because I don't know if y'all ever beef with anybody. Like, I hope not, because, beef is like, it shouldn't be reserved for, it should be reserved for war. But if you ever been beefing with somebody and it's like, there's a passion there, you hate that motherfucker. You ever been beefing with somebody so much that it's on sight, like, and every time y'all see each other, it's like there's a problem there. That's some habitual shit. To where it doesn't matter what the fuck happens, where we are. It's like when we see each other, it's on, it's up, and it's stuck. That's a habit. That's a routine. That is the foundational piece of routine. I like that example of the routine because we look at routine so much as, okay, every single day or every single week or every single month. No. Routines are on site. Routine is on motherfucking site. And that's what makes it routine because it doesn't matter what is involved. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. You feel me? And when we looking at, like, say, when it's time to get in shape, working out, it's like, I don't have the